everyone. Good evening. Well, I can't speak like Benjamin, that's for sure, but I'll do my best. Dear friends, as the president of Our Soldiers Speak, I'm delighted and honored that you could join us this evening at our first regional conference we have here in Manhattan. Better put my glasses. This event is sure to grow year on year, and we are proud to be able to say that all of us were here at the outset. But I first would love to thank my colleague, Benjamin Anthony, who I must say, without him, we will not be where we are. Richard and Michael, definitely you are in that group that definitely made this evening happen, so thank you very much too. Friends, as someone who proudly served in the IDF during the first Lebanon War, and today as a concerned parent of 2 college graduates and a 3rd daughter soon to begin her college career, I feel it is the duty of all who care for the state of Israel to play our part in defending it. Good name abroad, particularly in the hallway of academia. I say that with a heavy heart. Tonight we are joined by 2 heroes of Israel who have come to the United States in order to bring the proud truth of the IDF to key campuses and communities of America. Our first speaker this evening is Colonel Dan Goldfus, the current commander of a classified brigade within the Northern Command of the IDF. Colonel Goldfus is a decorated and distinguished officer, has always served as the deputy commander of the IDF Navy Commanders, the equivalent of the U.S. Navy SEALs. A true hero of the IDF and of the State of Israel. Colonel Goldfus is considered an expert on the subject of Hezbollah, particularly their activities both during and since the Second Lebanon War, and their likely strategy in the coming years. Following his words of introduction, Colonel Goldfus will dialogue with Mr. Tony Bourdain. Mr. Bourdain is a research fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, where he focuses on Lebanon, Hezbollah, Syria, and the geopolitics of the Levant. Born and raised in Lebanon, Tony has testified to the House of Representatives on several occasions regarding U.S. policy toward Iran and Syria. His writings have appeared in publications including the Los Angeles Times, the Washington Post, Foreign Policy, Foreign Affairs, and the Weekly Standard. He's a regular contributor to a tablet and a columnist for The Now. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage Colonel Dan Goldfus and Mr. Tony Bourdain.
So, good evening, everybody. Well, as introduced, first of all, I want to thank Rozita, Benjamin, Richie, for having me over here and having the opportunity to speak to you and to give you a bit of my thoughts, understandings, and maybe a look into the past to learn for the future and see the changes that have occurred. I live in Kfar Saba. I am married to a Nav. I have 4 daughters back home. I've served in the military throughout the years in the different positions in the field, started from the Navy SEALs, back in command of a reconnaissance unit of the Nachal Brigade, a brigade commander, a battalion commander. I've been second in command in the Navy SEALs unit, and recently I've served in a brigade on the northern border, the eastern northern border of Israel, 769, in charge of the confronting with the organization called Hezbollah. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about the change. There is a change. Most of the time, we don't realize the changes. We realize them when they occur. But things have changed in the northern border. This organization, so-called Hezbollah, is no longer an organization. It is an army. It is a well-trained army. It is a well-financed army. It's an army that is in front outpost of a country. No, not Lebanon, but Iran. Since 2006, the Second Lebanese War, things have changed. I will try and give you an insight on the changes, and also I give you an insight on the challenges we confront if another war occurs on the northern border of Israel. But the northern border today is something that is not as it was 5 years ago. When we spoke 5 years ago of Hezbollah, we spoke of Lebanon. That was the northern border. Today, when we speak of the northern border and Hezbollah, we speak of Lebanon and we speak of Syria, because things have changed. We are into a great challenge in the next war. For 40 years, we've had the privilege to go out to operations, to conduct them, and not to be worried too much what happens back home. That will not be the case in the next war. So I will join Tony, and we'll try and conduct a conversation about the challenges and where Lebanon and Hezbollah are today. Thank you very much.